Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. Miracle Rising. Oof. Had some fiery stuff. Fiery stuff come up to me. It's crazy to see all the stuff flying high about Ben Shapiro. Golly. Oof. He gives me the heebie-jeebies. So did the other Ben. Heebie-jeebies. Something's not right with him. Something's not right in the head. I'm telling you, you just gotta be careful. You do not know people. People are fake. They're manipulative. They're evil. But they come off like they're not. And that's the crazy part. That's what I'm learning. And so I watched Ian Carroll last night about the cover-up of the Las Vegas shooting. And there's so much that mirrors each other in reference to the Las Vegas shooting cover-up and things that are transpiring now in reference to Charlie Kirk. And that's how it operates with these cover-ups. These cover-ups, big or small, they all operate the same. Things I'll never understand. Parents acting worse than their children, younger children at that. That came to me last night before I laid down. Things I'll never understand. When you actually come into contact or you come into the space of, or you recognize people of your past and their behaviors and their thinking and their mentality, they actually they act worse than their children. They act worse. These are grown adults making choices and decisions based on money, power, greed, and hate and envy. All right. And based off those choices and decisions they make, they then are acting worse than their children, whether that be young teenagers, toddlers at that. I mean, we have adults walking among us that literally act worse than children. If that doesn't freak y'all out, you really need to think about it, because it's true. And a lot of these people are in very powerful positions. Very powerful positions. You have to recognize the imbalancing of the scales in reference to when there are so many people in powerful positions and they do not carry a mentality or a morality of right and wrong. Right and wrong. Against the law, lawful. Truth, justice. There's a lot of skewed areas and a lot of these people that have power. It's crazy. Anyone that says the enemy needs to ask themselves, why is the enemy creating problems for them? That's one thing Erica says a lot, the enemy. The enemy. I really don't ever say the enemy. Now that I think about it, I really don't. I know that I have opposition. I know that I have lots of lovers out there. But I don't really look at everybody or anybody as an enemy. If people choose to make me an enemy or whatever, that's on their side. That's not on my side. So I find it unique that she says that a lot. And it's not just her. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that in the religious groups. And to me, I feel like that is a manipulative tactic. When they say the enemy, who is the enemy? Who is the enemy? You need to ask yourself that, because they're using the enemy as a statement, a blanketed statement of people holding them accountable for the wrongdoings that they do or have done or been associated with. That is what they classify the enemy as. Oh, the enemy's coming at us. The enemy's throwing some curveballs. No, that's not the enemy. Okay? When you're being held accountable for choices and decisions and affiliations that you're a part of, and you choose not to just come out with the truth, instead you meet that with more lies and more cover-up, that's not the enemy. You're creating your own bed at that. And I hope this is making sense, but if you find yourself on the fence where you're talking about people or saying the enemy's coming at you, no. anything that's working against you is always working for the betterment of you. Whether that's person, places, things, obstacles, illusions, setbacks. Like, life is hard right now for all of us. There's no other way to slice it. It's hard for all of us right now, right? But the problem is there's a lot of people in very prestigious positions that move and operate close to the enemy and the devil, and they keep taking that and reverse psychology in it as if they're not, and saying that when people hold them accountable or the truth starts coming out, then that person's the enemy, or that person's evil, or that person's crazy, or that person's the most horrific person. And it's like, no, you are. Like, I get so exhausted of everything that I see on this freaking app. It's just like, golly, something came to me too. And I'm going to end on this.
They keep running with this narrative about you, that you are a horrible person, that you are fraudulent, that you're really not the thing that you perpetuate yourself as being, that you have hurt them so much, that you are the one that's the abuser.
Really?
And that they haven't even done anything to you. They don't know what it is that you're talking about. They have no idea why you're hurt.
Okay.
And
so here, I'm not even gonna let this whole thing play, okay? But this is the stuff that I see on my algorithm all the time. Mel Rothlight, okay? If people, okay, I mean, this is very, very simplistic, but I'm going to try to break it down for you. If people take it upon themselves to continue spreading all these narratives, saying all these things, but these people still have not chosen to come and have a conversation with me, you need to ask yourself, why? Why? Okay, if what they say is true, then say to them, why don't you go talk to her? Why don't you go talk to her? Why don't you answer all her court filings that she's filed? If you've done nothing wrong, you're confused, you don't understand, I'm so evil, everything I say is lies, and I'm so fraudulent, then why are you doing everything in the dark? Why are you doing everything in the dark? If what you say is true, it should be a simplistic conversation. If I'm fraudulent and they're not, then there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to come and have a conversation with me. That is just truth. This is all these people have to stand on. This is what they do. This is what they do. And I will not entertain it. They can say what they want. They can project what they want. They can keep throwing out these smear campaigns. That's all they have. They literally only have lies. That's it. And there's some where the lies land and they stick, and there's some that where they don't. And it's completely up to whoever the perception is of whoever receives it, right? I'm not here to prove anything. Especially if ain't nobody got the balls to come say it to my face. And nobody has. Everybody in my past knows exactly what they did. The problem is everything they did didn't work. And so that's why they're saying all that stupid, ridiculous stuff. Absolutely. Because everything they did not work. And they know it. And see, they don't want to come say it to my face because, well, that'd be cute. It's like people get mad at you when they play games with you because the games they played with you didn't work. And so again, you're the problem because the games they played with you didn't work. And it's like, and then furthermore, they're like, well, why didn't you tell me you knew? Okay, it's not my job to tell you. You're the one coming at me disingenuously. Why is it my job to tell you that I knew you were spitting in my face the whole time? Why is it my job to do that? I mean, I'm asking. Like, people make decisions, not to mention at the time, I didn't even realize it. I really didn't.